Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is Kaetech Digital. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how you can be able to add some product add-ons to your WooCommerce product page. So for instance, this is a product, an iPhone that we are selling over here. And what we want to do is we want to customize the iPhone. Okay, so we want users to be able to, or customers to be able to type in their name or their brand, so that we can be able to use it to print it on the back of the on the page, on the iPhone. Okay, so they're gonna have nice branded iPhone just for the customer. Okay, so it's like a customization that we want to do. Okay, so we will need to add some fields over here, whereby when they are selecting, they can be able to add either their name or anything, or the brand name or anything that they want us to add. So this particular thing that I'm going to show you can be used for anything. So for instance, if you want to add some product add-ons for people to be able to select or for people to enter, so for instance, maybe a customized size for a cloth or a dress that you are selling, you want them to enter their size over here, you can be able to do that. And then also maybe you are selling, let's say, a pizza or something, you want customized product fields over here, or product add-ons over here, that people can be able to choose between what they want and then even enter different details over here. You can be able to do so. Okay, so this is exactly what we want to do. So let's go to the the back end and then jump into the video as fast as possible. So we're going to go to the back end over here, and what we want to do is we want to add a plugin to be able to help us do that. So to do that, we're going to go under plugins over here and then click on add new plugin. Okay, so now that we are over here, what we're going to search for is advanced product field. Okay, so just search for advanced product fields. All right, so this is the plugin that we're going to use. This particular plugin over here is what we will be using for what we are going to do. So we click on install now, and we're going to click on activate. Okay, so now that we have installed and activated it, we're going to see it in our plugins over here, and we can go to the the settings of this particular plugin. So let's go to the settings and look at how the settings are, so that we can be able to set it right the way we want it. So you're going to see it under WooCommerce settings over here, product fields over here. Now over here, these are just the options that they have. They have show in cart, show on checkout, and then add to cart button text. If you want to change your add to cart button text, like this is select options, you can choose it to make it maybe buy now or whatever it is. So these are only the options that you can be able to have over here for the settings. But let's go and then look at it very well in the global fields, and also some of the fields that we can be able to add. So let's go back to the plugins section. So we're going to go to plugins and we click on installed plugins, and then you see that there is global fields over here. So let's just click on it, and as you can see, you're going to have the global fields over here. So these global fields will take place on all the product pages. Okay, so all the product pages, that is, so for instance, if your page or your products are basically, let's say, clothing, or let's say maybe you are selling something that will apply to all the products on the page, then you can be able to use these global fields over here. Okay, and that global fields is under WooCommerce. We have product, and then we have product fields, or others, and then we have product fields over here. Okay, so that is exactly what you can do. So we can decide to add new product and go ahead, but we want it to be on this particular page. We don't want it to be on all the other pages. Okay, so unless maybe you want it to be on all the other product pages, then we add it over here, but we want it to be just over here. So first of all, let's make sure that we are adding it on this particular product page, the iPhone. So we're going to go under product over here, and then what we will do is we'll click on all products, and then we're going to locate the iPhone that we want. So this is the iPhone over here. Now let's click on edit. Where is the iPhone? Yeah, this particular one. Let's click on edit to edit it. Okay, so now that we are over here, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down. Okay, so just go down, and then where you have the product data over here, and we're going to look for what we call custom fields over here. So you see that there is a new option that comes over here, which says custom fields. So click on it, and you're going to see that we have fields over here, and then it says add some custom fields to this group. So we can be able to add our first field to the group. Okay, so these are the settings for the custom fields over here. So what we can do is we click on add fields over here, and then we can choose the field that we want to add. Okay, so for those of you who have used advanced custom fields, you see that this is how it really looks like. Okay, so you can add different fields. So text area, number, email, URL, select true or false, checkboxes, radio buttons, and then content or paragraph. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just add a text field over here. So just a text field over here, and then the label. What label do I want? So I'm just gonna say maybe brand name or custom name. Okay, so custom name. Okay, and then instructions. You can give instructions for it. So write the custom name that you want on the back of on the phone. Okay, on the phone. And then if you want it to be required, you can just select this one over here, so that it's going to be a required field. Okay, but it's okay, I don't want it to be a required. And then default value. Okay, so you can preset, you can put the default value over here, and then also a placeholder over here. I'm just going to still just write custom name, and then you can adjust pricing. Okay, so you can go ahead and then adjust the pricing. So you can add a flat fee. So if somebody wants to add this custom field, then they will have to pay maybe extra, maybe 100 cities to it. And then also this is for the pro version. So if you want the field to be repeated, you can select it. That is if you have the pro version of it. But outside that, I think everything is okay. And you can also set conditions and all those things. And this, you need at least 2 fields to create conditional rules and another field first. Okay, so add another field first. So unless I add another field, I can be able to use these conditionals over here. And then also we have wrapper attributes. Now wrapper attribute is more or less like the width and then the class that you want it to have. So basically I think that is all what I need. All what I need to do is to just click on add field over here, and my field should be added over here. So as you can see, this is the custom field over here. So you can go ahead and then also add a new field if you want. So you can go ahead and add a new field. So let's say maybe I can go ahead and say let me look at maybe true or false. Okay, so true or false over here, and then you can go ahead and then just setting your other things that you want to set in, and then you can see that now the condition is what is happening over here. You can add a condition to it. Okay, so basically I just need the custom fields. Okay, I don't need anything else, so I'm going to delete this one, and I'll just have this particular one over here. Okay, if I want to add another field, I can go ahead and add the other field over here. So now over here you can go ahead and then check the settings of the fields that you've added. So the label position, where do you want it to be? Is it above or below the field? So above is okay. Instruction position, so the instructions that you give the field, where do you want it to be? Is it above or below the field? Below is okay. And then mark as required, is it a required thing? You can either do yes or no. So it will add an asterisk symbol to the fields if you make it required, and it's not going to be a required field. And then also change product. This is what product image. This is the the pro version. So if you have the pro version, you can go ahead and then we'll toggle between this one. But aside that, I think everything is all right. All what we need to do is to click on update over here to be able to update the product, and then we can go ahead to the front end to view how it looks like. All right, so let's go to the front end, and then we're going to refresh the website or the page, and then we're going to see if the changes that we've made will appear on the front end. So as you can see, you can clearly see it over here. Okay, so you see it over here. Now we have this one over here. So options total also has, have pop up over here. So if, let's say, I type in maybe my custom name over here, so let's say Kaetech digital. Okay, you see at the moment I have 100 cities added to this particular total over here, making 99,100 over here. And then I can go ahead and then click on add to cart to add it to my cart, and then go ahead and purchase it. Now if I go ahead to do all those things, you see that this custom name over here will be part of the details that the website owner will see, so that they will be able to print it on the iPhone before sending it to the customer. Okay, so that is basically how you can be able to add custom fields, and then also advanced product fields to your product page on WooCommerce. I hope this video helps you to be able to create what you want to create. Now you can use this thing to create anything you want to create. So make sure you play around with it, and then use it to do anything that will help you to be able to do whatever thing that you want to do. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.